Hello everybody, former United States Congressional Candidate Kari Ilonummi here today with a very urgent message. Today is September 11th, 2018, and I sure hope that those of you hearing this will take this into consideration. I will be contacting calling the White House here momentarily about this as well. Ultimately, here we sit in a very interesting situation. Economically speaking, I've told you, many of you, over the years and recently that I'm expecting a major economic collapse beginning what would be the beginning of the end of September, early October range, and it will be just as intense and paramount to that of what would be the 2007-2008 subprime market crash. But today I'm not here to talk about economy. I'm here today to talk about thermonuclear World War III against what would be the Russian Federation, potentially. I've stated for a long time now that we need to stay away from Syria. We need to mind our own business. We haven't been doing that under what would be the administrations of many of them, but just saying under the circumstances of Bush and Obama, here we are today under what would be the Trump presidency, and we're in a very sticky situation regarding Syria once again. Now, the Russian government military has already stated that if we strike Syria, that's right, if we not just strike, but if we try to actually remove President Assad from Syria, that they will ultimately take down what would be those bombs launched in midair and whatever devices were used to launch those bombs, and that would include whatever U.S. naval ships as well that launched that attack against what would be the nation of Syria. So we are on the potential brink of thermonuclear World War III against Russia. Not because Russian aggression or Russia wants problems, but because the United States has been meddling in what would be third world nation affairs such as Syria, and this has to come to a stop. Bashar al-Assad, the rightful president of Syria, is the one to decide for himself within a sovereign nation state of what he wants to do. And if he wants to do business with the Russians, then so be it. But we need to leave that country alone and come back home before it potentially costs a thermonuclear World War III and a world's reduction of the human population and whatnot. And that will be very affecting, causing a major effect right here within the United States. So let's hope that things don't get too hot and heavy. But the red line has been drawn now, and it's not just by so-called our president and nation, but by other nations as well. The point has came when the world has decided that they're not going to allow United States or other countries to overthrow their leaders, and we can't blame them. We don't have to like President Assad. That's not the point. We don't have to like President Putin of Russia either. That's not the point. But this is a small world we live in the 21st century these days, and just like it's better to have peace with the neighbors, if you like them or not, it's the same thing with diplomacy globally between nation states. We want peace. We don't want war. So, in times of hardship, let's not turn on one another. Let's not turn on each other. Let's not get crazy and hasty. We have a bright future ahead of us. Many of you know that I am going back to school, getting things together, and will be going to actual law school and becoming an attorney as well. That's right, over what would be the months and years ahead. I start school what would be in October. But I'm not here today to talk about me or this or that. I'm here today to talk about the fact that we have Congress members such as Kathy McMorris Rogers of the 5th District of Washington State, which I ran this year against as a Republican, and she's a Republican. We have Democrats that I've ran against in the past as well, right here, 2016, 2 years prior to what would be, such as Representative Rick Larsen. And your policies, Representative Rick Larsen, and I've had a lot of time with you over the years, you know me real well and I know you, have placed us onto the doorstep of thermonuclear World War III. Not to count what would be an economic collapse, and according to your Twitter statistics yesterday alone, 18.2% increase in suicide over the last 18 years that you have been Congress member, sir. So, as I'm continuing what would be my education and going to school, I assure you, the citizens of Washington State, don't worry, I am still going to be very active. I'm not giving up on you, the people. I'm going to be with you in politics, and rumor has it I will be gearing up to run in 2020 for Congress once again, this time in my own district, the 2nd District of Washington State, against Rick Larsen. That's right, that Titanic has taken water, and now even many of the Democrats, liberals, and progressives here in Western Washington are now abreast of that and realizing that his policies are killing you and causing your price of food to go up, causing your children and many of you to want to do heroin and hard drugs and escape, including through suicide. So, here we are today. It's up to you, the citizens of the United States of America, where you want to go. But I can assure you some things are going to be coming down the pipeline, economically and possibly wartime speaking, over the weeks, that's right, weeks ahead, in which will cause many of you to think twice about the life we're leading and who you want to be your leaders. That's right. So God bless each and every one of you. I am former United States Congressional Candidate once again, signing off. And remember, I will never let you down, and I will never turn my back on you. I am here. I am committed to you, the citizens of Washington State, and my wonderful nation, the sovereign United States of America, the best nation on the planet. God bless America, and God bless each and every one of you, Washington State. Thank you so much, and I sure can't wait to be back in the race on the campaign trail again for 2020. Thank you so much.